And then I'm going to use the replay mod as the third cam, and then I might use myself as the first cam. It's going to be so well shot. You were watching that, weren't you? Anyway, let's get started building. Grab your acacia wood, pick a center block, and go 1, 2, 3 out like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, so that you have a 5 wide wall or space between these two pillars. Then go 1 to the left, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the fourth block place like this, and then do the same thing on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, place. Then for the sides, you're going to want to count 1, 2, place, 1, 2, 3, place, and 1, 2, place like this. So you should have spaces of 2, 3, and 2 on the sides, and then repeat that for the front. So 1, 2, 3. By that I mean the front and the back. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, place. 1, 2, 3, place. And then for the final side, you know it. You know the deal. 1, 2, place. 1, 2, 3, place. And then 1, 2, and you don't have to place there. Great. After you've put the central pillars down, go to one of these guys in the front and count 1, 2, 3. And on the third block, place again. And then make pillars parallel to the ones that you see in front of you, just like so. Now I want to establish the heights for each of these pillars. Go to the front 4 and make them 4 blocks tall. For me, that just entails stacking them 3 blocks up with World Edit. And all of the center ones, all of the core ones that I built before these pillars in the front, we are going to want to make 9 tall, so 8 up for me. For the actual walls of this build, go inside of the rectangle that you've created with the 9 block tall acacia wood pillars and make a 2 tall perimeter of dried kelp block like so. And lastly, for the walls themselves, the remaining 7 blocks above the dried kelp blocks are going to be bone blocks. So just build a 7 block tall perimeter of bone blocks on top of the kelp just like that. And that concludes the wall, so let's get started on the detailing. First up, the porch. Go to the front here and knock out a 3x3 hole like this. That's going to be the door. And then grab acacia trapdoors and place them down just like this. So place them on the top of the block and then flip them down like this on either side, 3 blocks tall. So it looks kind of like, well, kind of like a door. They kind of look like sliding doors, and I like that. Next, grab some spruce fence gates, and on the 1, 2, 3, 4th block up from the ground, place spruce fence gates all the way across like this, then spruce fences like this, and after that, spruce fence gates coming out of the spruce fences like this, and finally, spruce fences once again in a straight line all the way across the front of the pillars that you built, or the 4 block tall pillars, that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Now that we have the framework for the awning, so to speak, let's just go ahead and build the actual awning. Shall we? Cool. Grab some dark prismarine slabs and place them as top slabs all along the front of the pillars and the fences like this, so that only the bottom half of all of these spruce fences are showing. Then go a half block up on either side like this and place a slab just like so. After that, place a dummy block here and make an upside down slab like so. Make that 2 long, and then go another half up like this, make 2, and then finally end on a singular top slab that indents into the wall. After that, you're going to want to grab your dark prismarine slabs again and place them on top of the 4 tall pillars and the spruce fences that you put to connect the 4 block pillars down just like that, and then make this line that you've just built 2 blocks, I guess, deep. So just like that. No. How? Okay, just like that. And the last step is just doing the same thing back here as top slabs. I'll walk you through that just in case. So just like this. But this has to be 1 block long, or 1 block deep, I guess, because over here you're going to want to actually grab spruce stairs and place them on top of the fence gates upside down just like this. That way the top of the stairs is actually going to feed into the dark prismarine top slab that you've placed just down there. Second floor time. Get in front of each of these pillars and place 1 acacia wood block in front just like this. Then break the interior pillars just like this and this, and connect the blocks that you just placed with spruce fences all the way across just like this. Then you're going to want to grab your spruce trapdoors, and on the second bone block from the left, go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, such that when you flip them, they cover the rightmost part of the block, and then do the same thing mirrored on the other side. So 1, 2, and then on that second block, place 4 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Then go from the left again. 1, 2, 3. And on the third block, make a column of 4 again and flip them all up just like so. And then finally for the spruce trapdoors, 1, 2, 3. And on the third block, once again, in the same thing that I did from the left but mirrored, we now have the spruce trapdoors and we have this little faux balcony. Alrighty, world edit magic time. You're going to want to grab your dark prismarine and make a perimeter like this just above the logs, just above the pillars that is, and then around those dark prismarine blocks that you just placed, you're going to want to make another perimeter of dark prismarine slabs just like that. The next part is still symmetrical but a little bit more complicated, so I'm going to build it on the frontmost half, so from here all the way to here, and then I'm going to copy, flip, paste. Awesome. And that part starts off by going to each of these corners and going 1 block back and placing 3 top slabs just like this, and then do the same thing on the sides. So 1 back, place 3, and then 1 back, place 3, just like that. Let me copy paste real quick. Okay, we're going to get into some of the more detailed parts now, so bear with me, yeah? At every corner, go 1 block in and place 3 top slabs just like so. So go to the corner, 1 block in, 3 top slabs, awesome. Then place a dummy block right here, place top slabs here, and then place a bottom slab on the top of the dummy block, and then break it just like that. And repeat that for all 4 corners. So again, go 1 block back from this corner, go 1, 2, 3, then go 1 block back and 1, 2, 3. Then dummy block, top slab, and bottom slab on top. And then we're going to connect these guys by going a half block down. So this will be a top slab, and make a line of these dark prismarine top slabs all the way across. And 1 copy, flip, paste later, you're going to see these gaps and fill them in by going a half slab down and placing top slabs in a line just like that. And then doing the same thing on the other side, just like I just did, and also just like the front and now the back. And now for the actual diagonal part of the roof, yeah? Go to the corner of the dark prismarine blocks, count 1, 2, 3, and on the third block, place a bone block just like that, and then use that as a point of reference to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across, then 5 on top of that, and 3, and 1. And congratulations, you've made a triangle of bone blocks that you have to now cover with dark prismarine stairs, except for the middle and therefore the top part, which you're going to put a slab on, a dark prismarine slab. And then actually push this stair and slab configuration out 1 block by placing a half slab over here to make this a block. Then put a stair and then an upside down one, and then we're going to keep going like this until we get all the way to the top, so just keep zigzagging. And here, instead of a stair, we're going to put an upside down slab and then a right side up slab on top of that. And just to do it again on the other side, just keep making a zigzag pattern until you get all the way to the bottom. Excuse me while I put a slab there. Okay, we're going to keep making a little zigzaggy bit over here. And this is what you're going to want this to look like. Then before we repeat this on the other side, finally make this into a block, then place a stair, and then a half slab going out just like this. Then replace this block that you've just made and make it a slab again. And now you have a nice little jutty-outy detaily bit. I have no idea, but I am going to copy this to the other side, and then we're going to connect them. The final step of the roof, no pun intended, is pretty straightforward. Just grab some stairs and connect the 2 sides that you've just built with the bone block triangles, just like this. Just keep going back and forth, making lines of stairs with a line of slabs at the top. It's pretty simple. I'll cut and I'll come back when I'm done. Did you notice how I put the lanterns in the corners between cuts? I think you should do that too, but for now, let's get inside and do the interior. To begin with the interior, start off by digging out the floor, and then grabbing a stripped oak wood or stripped oak log, block doesn't really matter, going 1 block in on the center block from the entrance, and placing this wood so that it is facing in and out rather than left to right. And then placing a diagonal line of these guys such that the orientation alternates. And then you're going to want to keep doing that until eventually you end up with a lattice of oak logs looking just like this. Of course, not just in this diagonal. You're going to want to go all the way across the whole floor, and I'll be right back with that. With the floor in place, go to the far left corner, count 1, 2, 3, and on the third block from the corner, place a line of 4 right side up barrels, and then again go 1, 2, 3 from the far left corner, and then place a line of 5 right side up barrels. After that, we're going to cover all of the exposed faces of all of these barrels with dark oak trapdoors. So you can place them on the top half of the barrel, on the bottom half of the barrel, it doesn't really matter, as long as you place them covering all of the exposed faces and then flipping them all over. Make sure to place one in the corner and then break it, just for good luck. We're now going to switch from dark oak trapdoors to spruce trapdoors and go to the ends like this. Place 2 high columns of spruce trapdoors such that when you flip them up, they basically border the barrels, and then do it again on the other side, 2 tall again, with the 5 long barrel thingy. And to wrap up the stalls, go 1 block out from each of these spruce trapdoors and place dark prismarine slabs as bottom slabs. Then under each of these slabs, place a lantern. And between each of these pairs of slabs, place a line of dark prismarine stairs with the ends being corner stairs. So corner, non-corner, non-corner, corner, then corner, non-corner, 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 and corner. And then wrap everything up by placing warp trapdoors under all of the stairs that you can possibly place them under, so that then you can make a line, actually 2 lines, of item frames, one of which is 4 long, and one of which is, well, you guessed it, 5 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to round out the stuff that we're going to put on the floor, we're going to make a little counter here. So count 1, 2 blocks here in the far right corner, and then surround those 2 dummy blocks with spruce slabs, upside down ones, and finally surround those upside down spruce slabs with spruce trapdoors just like this to cover all exposed faces. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take to the sky to do some higher up detailing, so to speak. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from the ground, and on the 5th block, so 2 kelp and 2 bone block, underneath it, start placing blue wool. Start placing blue wool in 2 parallel horizontal lines. So do it again in the back, 2 kelp blocks, 2 bone blocks, and then the line of blue wool. Now you may notice that I'm exposing it to the exterior here, but we have a workaround for that later on. But that workaround aside, also clear out blocks right on top of the blue wool, so that then you can place so then you can place light blue wool, that's the one, right on top of the blue wool, just like so. Wonderful. Okay, you see this banner? This banner is very complicated to make, so I will not be making it in this tutorial. Instead, I just spawned it in, but I am going to leave a link in the description for how to make it so that you guys can follow at home. Just do keep in mind that it is expensive because it requires an enchanted golden apple to make a banner pattern for the Mojang simp, which is called Thing. But with that disclaimer aside, take the banner and place it down on top of all of the light blue wool blocks that you just placed in nice straight lines so that it looks like, well, like a pretty nice wave pattern if I do say so myself. And now it is ceiling time. Go to the banners and count 1, 2 blocks up on the left and right sides, then use that as a frame of reference for placing down upside down spruce stairs just like so that there's a 1 block space between the bottom of the stairs and the top of the banners. Then, in the middle, actually break that stair and place a horizontal line of spruce wood just like so, and fill in the remainder with upside down spruce slabs. Next up, let there be light. Let's go to the leftmost spruce log, count 1, 2, 3, and on the third block place a shroom light, then 1, 2, shroom light, and 1, 2, shroom light. Then grab acacia trapdoors and place 2 tall, I guess 2 low, acacia trapdoor columns such that when you flip them like so, they will cover all faces of the shroom light except for the one on the bottom. So I'll show you how to do that again. Go to each side of the shroom light, count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you guys won't believe what I'm going to do here. You will have no idea. 1, 2. And finally, after placing down acacia trapdoors flush with the bottom of the ones that you just placed down, you have finished your lighting units. Then get rid of some of this dummy lighting, and you have just finished the interior of this shop. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Go to either side of the exterior bit in the front. I'm choosing the right one because that's how I did it in survival. Go to that respective outermost pillar. So in my case, it's the front right pillar. And then count 1, 2, 3. And on the third block, place acacia wood like this, 2 up. And then make a little zigzaggy guy going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks up like so. So the total staircase is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peaks, I guess, top bits. I don't know the term. But terminology aside, place 2 blocks going out and then 2 blocks going in. And then make a grounding line of acacia wood going all the way down. Then if you're a little bit obsessive like I am, you're going to want to make all these acacia wood blocks align top to bottom, so I guess vertically. Then go 1 block in between each of these pillar guys and place a line of kelp blocks that is 2 tall, and then fill in the rest with bone block. Actually, if you really wanted, you could make that dried kelp block layer 1 block tall for the staircase, but I really wanted it to match the inside. So that is the creative decision that I have made for this build. Next, after placing the kelp blocks and the bone blocks on the inside of the pillars, you'll see that there's a natural space to put stairs, so I want you guys to do just that. Place spruce stairs going as far in as you possibly can at every level. By far in, I mean as close to the interior wall as you possibly can. So sometimes that'll be 2 in, and sometimes that will be 3 in. So if I can place this last guy, who's a very tricky guy, I cannot, and wait for it, there we go. Ah, can you believe it? He's done it again. And then 1, and 2, and 3. And to cap off the staircase, place 3 spruce slabs on top, go to the adjacent bone blocks, knock out 2 of them, so there should be a half bone block that you can step up, and then on that bone block that you're going to walk on, place a spruce door, so that the inside is, I guess, inside. I don't know how to explain that, but now if you open the door, you have a nice little attic area for all of your storage needs. And the final step of the building part of this tutorial, ladies and gentlemen, is a pretty subtle one, but a worthy one nonetheless. You see this line of light blue wool here that we made when we were doing the interior? Well, I like to hide that, so if you'd like to follow along and do that too, then start placing spruce stairs inside these fences, except whenever you see a spruce trapdoor and you have to replace it, make a corner stair, and then make the opposite stair also a corner stair. So corner, non-corner, corner, and then we go to the other side and go corner, non-corner, break, corner, corner, non-corner, corner. You guys can start to see a pattern right now, except we're going to then promptly break it with corner, non-corner. Whew! And that's really all I have for you guys for now. A Japanese shop that I built on the UnityCraft server to sell prismarines, sea lanterns, and all that other good stuff. And now you guys can build it too at home if you follow along with this tutorial. Now, real quick disclaimer, yeah? I may be making some minor tweaks here and there to the Japanese shop. I'm probably going to put some redstone in, and I might change up this facade a little bit here. But these are the major strokes, and if you guys want to see me make a tutorial on how to do those minor tweaks here and there, do make sure to leave a like on the video. Call it 30 likes on this video, and I'll make a separate sort of follow-up tutorial with all those details. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been very much Complicator. Finally done with the tutorial for now. If you like what you see, make sure to like and subscribe, comment, I don't know, overall feed the algorithm. And the last thing I was supposed to say was, get the hell out of my house. Wait a hot minute. I just remembered that earlier on in the tutorial, I was going to show you guys how to hide this stuff, these 2 lines of wool on the back wall. Now, you guys want to know how I did it on the server? I put rocks up against it, / I put this back wall up against the wall of the cave. I have fooled you! You have been bamboozled!